Good afternoon everyone, welcome to the Dorchester Hotel here in London, ahead of another super fight for British boxing. March the 4th at the O2 Arena, live and exclusive on Sky Sports box office. David Haye, one of the most feared heavyweights in world boxing, takes on Tony Bellew, the #1 cruiserweight in world boxing. It's an event that has already captivated the minds and opinions of sports fans around the world and of course in Britain. Record sellouts at the O2 on pre-sale and general sale this morning. We have a huge event on our hands to kickstart 2017. Of course, we're going to hear from everybody at the table. And firstly, we're going to hear from the head of Sky Sports, Adam Smith. Obviously, we're delighted this event, live and exclusive on Sky Sports box office, a fight that every broadcaster would love to get their hands on. And I'm delighted that the power and weight of Sky Sports are behind this event, and Adam Smith to say a few words.
Yeah, we're massively behind this event. It's an absolute must-see fight on March the 4th at the O2. We've been working with David Haye and Tony Bellew through most of their careers. In my opinion, they're the two biggest personalities over here in British boxing. They're two of the biggest punchers. It's a fascinating fight. It has absolutely everything. Despite the fact they don't like each other, I like both of them a great deal. They've been two terrific analysts for us on Sky, out of the ring, and they've given us so much excitement, entertainment and drama inside it. It's a mixture of volatile characters, of nice guys one minute and guys that wear their hearts on the sleeve the next. It's full of power. It's an incredibly interesting fight because of the weight, with Tony going up to heavyweight and David maybe coming a little bit lighter than he has before. Obviously a former world cruiserweight and heavyweight champion and a cruiserweight champion to my left. I think it will be an amazing build-up. We'll be there every step of the way for it, and we cannot wait for an incredible night on March the 4th at the O2 with these two, Tony and David. Both, of course, will also be at Anthony Joshua's big defence in Manchester on December the 10th. So we're going to see a lot of them, and we're going to show a lot of them to you in the build-up to March the 4th. May the best man win. It's going to be fun.
Thank you, Adam. Before we hear from the individual teams, I'd like to pass over to Adam Morley of Team Haymaker, who was an integral part of making these egos gel into a deal, which was always difficult, but always important. And I'll pass over to Adam Morley to say a few words.
Thanks, Eddie. This is obviously going to be a massive fight. I think from David's perspective, he wants big fights now. He had his first 2 fights. Those fights finished quickly. And some people might have said, oh, you know, they weren't great opponents. David's going to show now what he's got. He's got a big fight now. For the rest of 2017, David's looking at world title shots. He's the WBO mandatory for 2 or 3 months. The last 2 or 3 months, whilst we were talking to Tony, we were also looking at the WBA situation. That's proved very difficult, and I know David wants to put a few things to bed about Lucas Brown and Shannon Briggs and what really went on there. You know, David wants world titles. He will get them this year, and he'll move on towards, hopefully, unifying the belts towards the end of 2017.
Thank you, Adam. An interesting part of this mix, a former member of the Team Haymaker training team, and of course now an esteemed trainer in his own right with a number of British world champions. Of course, Jamie McDonnell just successfully defended his WBA bantamweight crown. His brother Gavin about to challenge for the WBC super bantamweight crown. The heavyweight David Price, of course, and also his principal charge, Tony Bellew, a man that's going to be integral in the tactics of this fight. I'm going to pass over to head trainer Dave Caldwell.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to what's going to be an interesting build-up and an interesting night on March the 4th. I think it goes without saying that these two men both possess power, despite what some people might believe. Both of them possess power to knock each other out. Both have been down, so it shows that both are human. You know, a big percentage of people seem to believe that David Haye can't get beat in this fight. Every fighter can get beat when they go into that ring. Every fighter can. It doesn't matter who you are. There's shocks all the time in boxing. But in this fight, you've got one fighter that's, in my opinion, was a great fighter, was a really talented, outstanding fighter. But he's not being active. He's not being active, and for me, you've got to really think about the last time he had a real fight, a real challenge in front of him, and it looked good in that real challenge. It's a long time, you know. It's through injuries, through everything else. You know, it's nothing that is planned or anything like that. It's just how life's panned out. And in that time, there's been a man who everybody wrote off before, and everybody said, oh, he's never going to achieve anything. He's not going to be a world champion. He fought for a European title. He's going to get beat. He won that. He fought for a world title. Before that, everyone was saying he's going to get beat. He's going to get hammered in front of all his fans. He dealt with an immense amount of pressure in fights like the Cleverly fight. There's a lot of personal issues in that one. The pressure of Goodison to become a world champion. And then, obviously, the BJ Flores fight. David himself thought that Tony had no chance in that fight. Went on record and said, yeah, there's no possible way of him winning that fight. Explained how he'd sparred countless rounds with BJ and never put a dent in him. Well, he got dented on fight night. Bellew possesses power. He's got speed, and he's got plenty of bottle and plenty of heart. And if this fight comes down to a dog fight, there's only one man that's proven himself that can have a dog fight and that will have it right now, and that's Bellew.
How important do you think your previous knowledge of working with Hay is in this fight, and does that give you an edge in the preparation?
No, I can't believe he's a totally different man now. He's got a new training team. You know, Shane will do things differently. Shane's a good trainer. He'll probably modify, change little things that he feels are different. Davey's older now, obviously. He's had injuries now, so they've got to adapt the training to how he is now. You know, what is he now? 36 years old. He's not the same man as he was when he was flying high. So things are going to be a little bit different now. So I expect him to be a different fighter. The two fights that we've had so far, you can't really look into that because he just looked like an older, slower version. So we're not preparing for that version. You know, I think that I don't think it's going to be as big, I don't think it's going to be as heavy. I think he'll come down to what he's comfortable at, but I think he'll come down significantly. I think he'll model himself more or less on the David Haye that fought Macronelli. The sharp, fast, lighter, leaner looking David Haye, rather than the one that's, you know, he's had for his two fights. What I saw of David when I worked with Haymakers a long time ago, obviously you see things and you pick up things, and obviously you do that, but I'm not banking on him being the same fighter, the same man as what he was back then. You know, so there are bits, but it's an entirely different fight.
Your opposite number, Shane, been involved in some big fights recently. This time, the big heavyweight fight, and very confident about your charge going into this fight.
Yeah, I'm very confident about obviously David and where he is right now. We've obviously haven't shown a lot this year. We've come back, done a lot of work behind closed doors, done some new things, implemented some new stuff. But I just don't believe this fight's going to be, you know, it's not going to be about courage or heart or determination. It's about who's got the bigger firepower, and that lies with David Haye.
Obviously, there's plenty of talk about WBO shots, WBA shots. How seriously do you take the threat of Tony Bellew in this fight, and how threatening could he be to derail those plans?
Yeah, he's brave and he wings, and he's a good fighter, but you know, he's not an elite fighter, and I think David Haye's an elite fighter. He's been inactive, yes, but that quality is with him, and you know, once we get rid of Tony Bellew, we can move on and start taking out more of your charges.
Okay, you got to get past this one first. But Tony, not an elite fighter, and you got your big fight, the fight that you wanted, but we know this fight is about the winning and what lays ahead for Tony Bellew.
Yeah, I'm crap. I'm a little fatty, and I'm crap, little fat cruiserweight, so we'll see on the night, won't we? We'll see who's the elite athlete, who's great, who's doing what he does. Just while we're talking about, you know, the previous and the past, let's just stop calling them last two fights of his fights. Then they weren't fights, they were exhibitions. That's exactly what they were. There was something that I can't even put into words what they were. I told you already, I've described them two opponents. One was called a Cobra, he should have been called a maggot. And one was called Imori, the first ever YouTube trained boxer. Come on, let's all get serious here. These were on, well, to be fair, it's only right that it was on a comedy channel, because, you know, it was a comedy what was taking place in that ring. He wouldn't have employed them guys to spar with, and that's a fact. because if he employed them for sparring, he'd have got rid of them even quicker than he got rid of them on the night. So, you know, let's just stop talking about his last tour fight. The last time he was in a fight was 5 years ago. Simple as that. I've done what I've done. While he's gone missing, while he's been partying away in nightclubs for how long, I've been fighting. I've stayed in the gym. I've done what I've wanted to do. I've wanted to be a boxer. The difference between me and him is I want to fight. I enjoy fighting. He hates it. He doesn't like fighting, but he has to fight. He has to fight, remember that. And someone who's forced to, he does not want to be here, doesn't want to do this, doesn't want to entertain me either, but he has to. And he knows why he has to, and that's all that's important. We get in the ring on March the 4th, write me off, say what you want about me, but I won't stop, I'll keep coming. I don't fear nothing of him, he's got this thing that I'm scared of him. All them demands, all them stipulations you put in, I want the ring this size, I want the mat in that size. Listen mate, I'm not going to run from you. So Shane, I know that's what you believe I'm going to run. I've got all the respect in the world for Shane, done an amazing job. I've known Shane a long time, Shane will tell you himself, brilliant trainer, great fella. His dad, lots of respect for him as well. So it's not really about Shane and David, it's about me and David. We're the ones who fight. All these stipulations he's put on, I'm surprised he never asked me to carry him to that seat, into the press conference, to be honest, because there's that many demands and stipulations. The ring size, walk into press conference, you need to be seated when I walk into a press conference. Do you want me to do your hair as well? The demands are just unbelievable. Do you know what my demand was? Let me pick my own gloves and get in the ring. Can I wear the shorts I pick as well? I'm surprised he never told me what boots and shorts I can wear. He's unbelievable. The biggest diva boxing I've ever seen. I swear to God, I couldn't believe the demands. Let's just get in the ring on fight night and see. Like I say, write me off at your pedal. I'm the little fat cruiserweight who no one thinks can do anything. Well, I've proven everyone wrong so far. First off, I was British class. I won that. Then I was European class. I won that. I'm never going to be a world champion. I'm never going to do this, never going to do that. I've done that. Let's just see how far I can go. One thing's for certain is, if this fight comes down to courage and heart at any point, like Shane says, he believes it's firepower. If the firepower goes out of him and the steam goes out of him after 4 or 5 rounds, he is in a world of shit. That is the best way of saying it. It's sink or swim, and believe you me, I love it when it gets there. I love a fight, a hard, horrible fight. I love it. He hasn't been in one. In all truth, he hasn't been in a hard dogfight since Paris against Jean-Marc Mormac. That's the only dogfight he's ever survived in his whole life. And if I can get him to that point there again, he will sink 100%. I've said enough. I'm going to leave you to talk about it because you're just full of nonsense.
David, over to you.
Yeah, so I'll take it from here. All right, thanks for that. Here we are. It's an interesting one. I've been, I said, out of the game, out of these big fights. I've had big fights. The last couple, the opponents weren't known, but they were still big fights. Sell-out crowd, good numbers on TV, record-breaking numbers on TV. But this is the first, big fight that the fans are getting excited about. And in the time that I've been out, I've been watch social media and watch YouTube, see what's happening on the scene. And all I've noticed is Eddie Hearn. Everything's the Eddie Hearn show, and this fight gives him the opportunity to shut his big mouth. All he does is jump in front of the camera and host. He shouldn't be hosting this. Adam should be hosting this, but he wanted to get out there. And the reason why Tony believes this, I've got loads of diva-ish demands. We've got a list of things that I want. Okay, ring, gloves, change rooms, got a big long list. And when it came to negotiations, the only thing Eddie's put his foot down on and really wanted was that it was Eddie Hearn and Haymaker Promotions presents.
It was actually the split.
No, well, it wasn't the split. The split was
listen,
super
I'm pleased to give you the favour.
No. The only thing you put your foot down on was putting your name first. Because now, once again, you're sticking your face out. It's all about the Eddie Hearn show.
It's true.
I can't remember your dad, Barry, sticking his face in all of the situations. I tried to watch a Katie Taylor interview the other day, really interested to see how she was her first fight, really looking forward to it. She starts talking, you barge her out the way, here we go, apples and pears, jumping around, clowning around. It's not the Eddie Hearn show. You should be promoting your fighters. A boxing promoter promotes the fighters, don't promote themselves. Why are you introducing everybody? Technically, I'm more of a promoter in this than you are.
Hey, you're a joke promoter.
No, listen.
They're not
We'll
fights.
see. We'll see.
All you want is some rap
Once again, look at you. Who's talking now? Who's talking now? Who's talking? No, I'm talking to the press. I'm talking to the press. And you're making it the Eddie Hearn show.
You're the one person who loves to sound their own voice more than me.
You're making the Eddie Hearn show. It's about Hay versus Bellew. That's it. I'm talking about it. And I'm talking about this is what makes it that much more sweet. To see the look on your face, the same look that you had after Aldi Harrison, your man Aldi Harrison, Aldi Harrison's going to be the heavyweight champion of the world. He's going to beat David Hay, blah, blah, blah. And what happens? You get smashed to pieces.
And you got a payday.
I got a payday. And what's I want the payday. You're putting a cruiserweight in with the hardest punch in the world. I let you talk. I let you talk. I let you talk. No. I let you talk.
But it's about me. You
I
said it's
let
about
you
me and
talk.
you.
No. That's what I'm talking
I
about.
agree, but it's
I'm
about
talking
me and
us.
you.
Listen,
So why
pipe
can't we
down.
talk about
Pipe
each other?
down. Pipe down.
Or what?
Pipe down.
Or what?
You'll see on Fight
Or
Night.
what?
I don't even need to talk. Everyone knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, dude,
Honestly,
I'm
everyone
sure
knows.
you do.
This
That's
whole
what you
fight is
believe.
about.
That's
This
what
fight
you
is all
do.
about how long it's going to take
It's
me
about me and
to
you.
put you unconscious. That's it.
What are you putting Eddie
Just
above?
let
It's
me-
about
let-
me and
listen,
you,
this is why you're
man.
getting all defensive about your promoter,
No,
are you?
it's not. It's not about that.
I told you, he's already hijacked the press conference already.
Listen, you turned up and said it's about
Listen, if there was a
Bellew
Nassim,
and
think
Hay.
about it, then shut up. If there was a
I won't
Nassim
shut
Hamid or Chris Eubank coming through now, it wouldn't happen because Eddie would jump right in front of them and make the show about them. Can you imagine where's the Nassim Hamid and Chris Eubanks of today? He doesn't allow it to flourish because he gets in front of the camera. He makes it about him. It's the Eddie. When's the next Eddie Hearn show? No, it used to be. When's the next Nassim Hamid show? When's the next Chris Eubank show?
How much
Eddie
does
Hearn
it kill you that I'm promoting this show?
It doesn't kill you. It doesn't
You're
kill
so
you.
controlled.
It
It's
doesn't
all power.
hurt me. It doesn't
That's
hurt
what
me
you are.
at all.
You're a
I
power
love it because you're seeing what happens in the promotion. You're
You're a
seeing
power
tickets sold out. You see the
I've never
pay-per-view
done
numbers.
that before.
This is what
I've
happens.
never done
I would probably be working with Matchroom if your old man was running the show because your old man
And you know
was
what?
a great
He's not.
promoter.
But you know why? You are working with Matchroom because you've got no choice because you need the dough.
No.
That's the question.
It's
You
easy
need
money.
the
Listen,
dough. That's why you're here.
fight the
That's why you're
cruiserweight.
here.
Okay, we'll see. Trust me.
You need the dough.
I'm
and
working
you're
with you
fighting
today
the
to
cruiserweight.
put the look on your face.
Don't worry about me.
For the look on
Don't
your
worry
face,
about me.
for the look on all of your team's
Don't worry
face
about me.
when I destroy
Don't
your
worry
boy,
about me.
and then I'll
Don't
be
worry
coming,
about me.
then I'll be
About
coming
me
back.
and you.
Then after I've taken out this guy, I'm gonna come back and take out Joshua and end your business. That's what
Right,
I'm
and
doing.
then I'll give you
Shut
another
down
Joshua, another payday.
Shut
There's gonna be
down.
no Joshua fight for you.
Matchroom's going to be over.
There's
when
gonna
I
be
finish
no
with it.
Joshua
Trust
fight
me.
for you,
Listen,
trust
you're
me.
getting
There's
smashed.
no
Everyone
Joshua
knows.
fight for you.
Listen, you're getting
Yes.
absolutely destroyed. Everyone knows
I'm
it. Deep
sure
in your heart,
I-
you know it.
deep in my
and
heart,
your
mate.
little rap pinfold.
Deep
fucking
in my heart,
some coach
deep
that's got
in
no
my
clue what he's
heart,
doing.
deep in my heart, I
Yeah,
understand
you
you're
heard me.
fragile.
Head of Haymaker Boxing
Deep
to bring out my
in your-
t-shirts. That was his job
Deep
back
in
at
your
Haymaker.
heart, I know
That's
you're
it.
fragile
You're
as
fucking
they come.
right.
You've
Running
never
around.
fought anybody fights back.
You're jumping
Do
up
you
to the
really
fight.
believe them last two clowns you fought were really good?
Both
your
those guys
opponents?
are the big. Both
Yeah,
those
I'd
guys are
smash
the
the
big
pair
deal.
of them like I'm gonna smash
It's
you.
not about- it's
Listen,
not
mate,
about who I
I'm
fought
not
in the
gonna
past.
run. I'm gonna get in your fucking face and I'm gonna.
Then we
punch
got a
you all
one
over the
round
face.
knockout job then.
Do
We
you
got
want to
one
bet?
round
Do you
job.
want to bet on
One
that?
round
Do you want to
job.
bet on that?
Listen,
Okay, then let's
listen,
just
you're-
bet now.
listen,
My
listen.
whole base on this money now. It does not. I do not go in
Derek
one.
Chisora made
My
that
whole
same bet
money.
and he
My
lost that
whole
bet.
money.
Listen,
My whole base.
You know how
I
bad
do
it
not
would
go
be
round
knowing
in
that you're
one.
getting rushed to hospital
I
and you're not getting any money.
By not.
Listen, the only
Unless
thing
you
that
come
can
with
get
a
me-
back
listen,
pump,
listen.
I ain't going in
Listen.
one at all.
Listen.
You all know
You're going
stop
to
giving
get
yourself. Okay, you know
knocked
if you're
out.
Do you know if you're this big killer, right? You know if you're this big killer, why did you fight them two clowns? Why did you
because
fight them
nobody
two
else
clowns?
wanted to fight
He
me.
did that.
That's what.
You've
For
got
the money we offered
You've
all
got
the
Shannon Briggs following you,
weights.
begging you for more money than them two. Why didn't you fight him?
Who?
Shannon.
Because he didn't want to fight if he wasn't on paper.
No, he
That's
did
why.
want to fight you. He's been
I
begging
thought
you.
I had a contract with Shannon Briggs to fight, and he pulled out of that
You
situation.
could have fought him instead of fighting the man.
No, you've got to agree.
could have.
The guy's got to come over and get in the ring. He didn't want to get in the ring
Could
if
have
it
fought
wasn't on
you instead.
pay-per-view.
He's
You
trying
don't
to
know
sue
what
you.
you're talking
He's
about.
trying to sue you
For
for
what?
not
I've
fighting.
showed you the contract. I've
For
got a
not fighting.
contract. I wouldn't sign a
He's trying
contract.
to
if I
sue you for not
fulfill
fighting.
it.
You don't
You don't. All you do is
wanna-
watch the
you look
internet
at
and
me.
try and get
No,
your
no,
information
I
off that.
don't.
You and
No,
your
I
whole
don't.
team are getting destroyed.
Trust me,
knocked out.
I know a lot more about you
Let's
than
see
the
who's
internet
going to
shows.
hospital
I
bed
know a lot
on
more
March
about
the
you.
4th.
I know a
Let's
lot
see
more
who's
about
ready.
you than
Are
the
you going to
internet
be there?
shows.
Are you going to be there, Dave?
Don't worry,
Both you
Dave.
two are putting this guy in such a dangerous situation.
Don't worry about
You're
who's
putting this
there.
guy's
I
life
know
on
a
the
lot
line
more
in this
about you
situation.
and your life than
You
the
don't
internet
know
can ever
nothing, mate.
explain.
You know nothing.
Oh, I do,
You're
trust
getting
me.
destroyed.
I know a lot more
Whatever
about you
I
and
do
your
in my
life.
is irrelevant because fight night.
I know your life
you're
is
getting
irrelevant.
knocked out.
I know your
I
life is
could go clubbing every single night from now to the fight.
Well,
I'd
do
get
it.
smashed out of
Do
my
it.
mind every night, and I'll still knock you out.
You've been doing it for 8 years. You've been doing it for 8 years. That's why
I
you're
could
scared.
just turn up. I could just turn up.
You've been doing it for 8 years. That's why you're
I'll
scared.
turn up, drunk out the head,
You're
and I'll
probably
only use
fighting
my
with
left
a-
hand, and you'll get knocked out.
But you're fighting me.
Listen,
you're
I'm
fighting me
shut-
instead of
I'm
fighting the
shut.
heavyweight championship. You know why you're doing it? For the money. Because I'm the money fight. Not
All the money
Sharon.
fights.
I'm
What
the
are you
money
talking about,
fight.
you're the money fight?
I'm the money
How
fight.
many tickets you sold
Me
to your
and
last fight? Your
me
last
and
world
you-
title fight?
Me and
You
you
sold nothing.
are going to sell more than you
I
can
can
fight
take a dump on
anybody
him in the
else.
ring and sell more tickets
You
than
couldn't.
you
How
do.
many did you sell the OT? You were giving them away outside.
Listen,
You were giving them
I
away
got-
outside.
yeah, of
You were
course I
giving
would.
your ticket to outside. That's a fact.
And you was out there trying to
That's a fact.
wrestle your way in.
That's a fact.
Of course I
Did
was.
you sold? You sold out the O2 on that last 2 fights.
Yes.
Yeah, you liar. You are telling lies. You were giving tickets away outside. You liar. Damn right,
I was
liar.
outside doing that,
You
wasn't I?
out and out liar. You were giving tickets away. You couldn't sell them, son. You need a dance partner. You're struggling, and you don't want a real
Dude,
fight. You
there
don't
was
want you
a lot of options on the
don't wanna
table for
fight
me.
Shannon Briggs, and you chose
And
me.
this is a fight
And
that
you
the fans
chose
always
me.
say.
And you
No, the
chose
Shannon
me.
Briggs fight couldn't happen.
And
The
you
Shannon Briggs
chose
couldn't happen.
me.
Shannon Briggs would happen.
You chose me.
You're the option.
End of
We're
situation.
going down it
No,
to shut you up,
You
shut
chose
Eddie up,
me.
shut Dave up. That's
You
it.
chose me.
Get a load of birds in
You
one stone.
chose
Easy
me
night's
because
work.
I make sense.
Easy night's work.
Oh, I am. You think that? You think that? You
No, it
really
is.
do
It's
believe
easy,
that?
it's
I'm
easy
sure
night's
that
work.
will. Okay, we'll
Look,
see.
I'm coming at it.
We'll see.
The same way I said before the Audley Harrison fight, the same way I said before the Chisora fight, I end the fight when I want to end the fight.
We'll see.
And I know, and I'll end the fight when I want to. If I want to punish you for 3 or 4 rounds, I'll do that. If I want to take you out in 30 seconds, I'll do that. It's completely and utterly up to me. You're just in there. You've got no say. You're just a chump in the ring. A little
We shall
fat,
see.
podgy,
We shall
skinny,
see. We shall.
light pumped up like heavyweight.
We
You're
shall
useless.
see.
Yeah, we will see.
We
We
shall
will see.
see. You are an absolute joke.
I'm
And
a
the
joke.
guys you
Yeah,
picked
yeah,
to
yeah,
fight
yeah.
are jokes. I'm being looked
Listen,
upon
you
as a
won your
joke
world
because I'm
title. You won a
cruiserweight.
vacant world title in your hometown.
Yeah.
When I won my world title, it was on foreign territory, got paid peanuts, and it was against a guy who never lost against a guy in 10 years. And what? That's how you win a world title. You don't get given it on your home turf. I had to do the hard way.
Are you
Same
saying
thing.
John
I
Mark
went to
Womack was unbeaten in 10 years?
He'd beaten every guy he never faced in the
Just
last
stop,
10 years.
stop. You've just said
He beat every fighter he
He
fought in the last 10 years.
No, stop. No, he hadn't. He'd lost in them.
He
10
lost
years.
owner belt and
He lost-
won the
exactly.
rematch.
So
He
stop.
won the rematch. He beat every guy he faced in the last 10
Pipe
years.
down. Shush. He'd lost in them 10 years.
And he won the rematch.
Stop
What's your
making-
point?
So he still lost.
He
You
beat-
just said
he
he was
beaten-
unbeaten in 10
he's beaten
years.
every-
He
he's
won-
beaten
so
every
he's not
Oh,
unbeaten in
this
10
is
years.
this is the confidence
Once
you're going to
again.
get. This is the
I don't
technicalities.
think-
You're going to get your
I'm-
confidence.
I'm
Oh,
just
Mormek
pointing out-
lost and he won. Oh,
I'm
so he
just-
wasn't
I'm just
unbeaten.
pointing out the facts that I know. That
Well, the fact is you're getting KO'd. That's the fact. That's a fact you really need to get your head around.
The fact is,
The
when I
fact you're
hit you,
getting
you're
knocked
going
out.
to feel it.
No, you could even. I could try. Listen, I'm not even going to put my hands up in this one. I'm going to stand in front of you, with my
Fantastic.
hands down. Even if you do hit me, nothing's going to happen.
I'm sure it's
you
not.
powder puff, you
Telling
punching
yourself,
chump.
The
You've
longer
got
Mark
nothing.
made you dance like you were on Strictly Come Dancing,
That
boy.
was like 15.
It
well,
just so
about
what?
2000.
You just always your chin got better.
15. Yes, it has.
No, it hasn't. No,
Yes, it
chins
has.
get better.
It's got better.
Chins
Oh,
don't
wait,
improve. Chins don't
Okay,
improve.
keep telling yourself that.
That is-
Keep telling
that is-
yourself
your-
that. Yeah,
your
I'm really
chins
chinny.
don't
Yeah,
improve.
Vladimir hit me on the chin. Yeah, I didn't even put me over.
Because you
Value
ran like a
hit
tart
me.
for every single round. That
When he
didn't
hit me on the chin, real flush, with little 10-ounce gloves and nothing happened.
So-
Why do you think you could do it and they couldn't? All those guys I've got heavyweight haven't done it.
Because you're going to come at me and you're going to try and knock me out. You was not interested in engaging Vladimir whatsoever.
So that's why
You're
when
gonna
they hit me on the
engage
chin
me.
with clutch
You're
flush
gonna
shots, I didn't
engage
get knocked
me. You're
down.
going to engage me.
Listen,
So
you're
that's what I'm
outgunned
saying.
in every
So
department.
you lost to Vladimir.
Outgunned
You lost
in
to
every single department.
Vladimir because of a broken little toe, right?
I'll outgun you in every department.
Did you lose to Vladimir because of a broken toe? Is that correct? You lost to Vladimir because of a broken toe. Is that correct?
No.
That's what you said.
I said it stopped.
No,
me,
no,
pushed
stop,
off my
that's what
fucking
you
neck.
said.
That's what I said. I didn't say that's the fucking reason.
I've never seen a man take a shoe off so quick since Cinderella got the shoe put on her
I'll
foot.
fight barefoot again. You can stump on my
Mate,
toes after.
you
I'll fight
you
barefoot
couldn't get
against
the
you.
boot off quick enough after the fight. You blamed the
Keep
broken
looking
toe.
into the past.
You blame
Just remember March the 4th.
You blamed
getting
a
knocked
broken
out.
toe for the reason
Getting
you lost
knocked
against
out.
Klitschko. But then on the other hand, you beat the biggest heavyweight champion ever with a broken hand.
And what?
But
Listen,
so you
listen,
beat
listen,
the
listen,
biggest heavyweight champion ever
listen,
with a broken
keep
hand.
digging up the
But when
past,
you
broken
lost the
leg,
biggest
broken
fight, you're
arm,
right.
broken toe.
It was because
The
of
fact is you're getting
a
knocked
sore
out.
toe.
So
A
whatever
sore
whatever
toe.
happened in my last fight is
No, no,
irrelevant
no,
because you're getting knocked out.
You're
getting
irrelevant.
knocked out,
Your
destroyed.
excuses.
We'll
are-
see on the
your
night when you get.
excuses-
We'll see on the night
Wait,
when
what are you
I'm
going to do if I knock you out? Are you
It's
going to
never
leave the
gonna happen.
game? Are you going to run out? No, just tell me what's going to happen if I'm flat you.
If I lose to you,
Yes.
I'll need to get struck by lightning on the way to
Please,
the
no,
ring.
just what are you going to do? You're going to
It's not even a consideration.
What are you gonna do, Dave?
I won't even fathom
No,
that.
please, what are you going to do?
ridiculous
When I knock you out,
idea.
when I
won't
stop you?
fathom that stupid idea.
When you
It
do
won't
a
happen.
silly dance, when I hit you clean on the
Listen,
head,
you
probably
can't-
on,
you're
probably
not
on the
fast
tempo
enough.
when
You don't have the technical ability. You don't have the pedigree. You ain't got anything. You fought a bunch of chumps, and that's it. close away, who weren't no good.
You said your
He was
mate was
good.
going to beat me, your nightclub buddy. You said
Yeah,
he was going to beat
but
me.
he didn't. And
He
that was
got-
it.
he got
He's not
smashed.
me. He's not me.
He got smashed. You
He
said he was
wasn't
going to
me.
beat me.
Pardon? I thought he was going to beat you, yeah.
You really thought that clown was going to beat
Did
me?
you overperform or did he underperform?
The same man who'd never been buzzed off you in hundreds of rounds of sparring, never even buzzed,
but
got bounced
they
off
were,
the floor.
they were 18-ounce gloves I was wearing and you had a head guard on.
Got bounced off the floor.
You had
by
10-ounce gloves on.
We're bounced off the floor. He got absolutely dealt with.
So that means you're going to beat me, yeah?
No, it doesn't.
Exactly.
Once again, I'm just pointing out how much you really do know about this game. You are not the best boxer by a stretch of a mile. One thing you are is an amazing athlete.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're an amazing athlete, and
nice
you've lived on that
I've always
your
wanted
whole
to know
life.
how good my athleticism was.
You're an amazing athlete, quick, powerful.
Says
But
the bell end over
when it comes to technical boxing, you are shite.
Sideshow Bob versus the bell end. You'll be known for the bell end for the rest of your life.
Mate,
now, how much money you get for this
the
fight?
amount of
Everyone
money-
who will come up to you,
Do you know
and
the
say,
amount
"Oh,
of
Mr.
money
Bellend,
this
it's nice
clown
to
has
meet you."
blown?
He was that guy that got
David,
freaking
I
smashed
only
to bits
need-
by the haymaker. That's
We both come from absolutely nothing. How the hell have you blown the money you've blown? Because you've earned an absolute
Blown what?
fortune.
What are you about?
Do you know when I look at you, right? Do you know when I look at you? I can't even say it's because of the clothes or the way you're dressed or you're a man.
It's because I'm a better boxer than you. Because I'm a better
like
boxer
an
than you.
absolute bum. That's what you look like. I look across this table, you've got a hairband on. For God's sake, man, you've got a hairband on.
It's coming off on fight night. Don't worry about that. And I'll have pretty little braids with little elastics in the end of it as well. Pretty little braids, my little girly braids on the fight night. I'll be standing over your limp body in the middle of the ring, and I'll let you untangle. I'll go back to your change. I'll go to the hospital and let you untangle my hair. Let you play with my hair.
To make my life and my children's life work, because ultimately that's all I do this for. I only need.
Remember, you need some sort of standard living off
I
this
only
fight.
need 5%.
All that money you're going to earn for that. Just remember, you're not really going to be able to enjoy it. All those lovely meals you may be able to get after it, you're not going to have any teeth to chew the meals.
All this money David's in, I only need 5% of that money to make me and my child's futures work.
Well, I'm happy to help you and your family because you weren't coming from anywhere else other than fighting me.
He's blown the lot, and this is the only reason he's fighting me. Because he thinks he's going to walk through me in a round and I'm the biggest payday possible for the easy knockout. And that's why he's doing it. He could have fought for the heavyweight championship of the world, but he chose the money. He chose the money because he's skint.
I offered Lucas Brown $2 million to fight me.
So you were going to pay that, David, because
I was going to pay that. I was going to pay that. I was going to pay him $2 million to fight me. Yes, I was. I was going to pay him $2 million. Him, ask his promoter, ask his manager, ask me, he had $2 million to pay me. I was going to pay him to fight me.
Yeah,
he said no. He turned that down.
Your mates were going to pay that, not you.
I'm telling you a fact. Lucas Brown was going to get $2 million. I was going to pay Lucas Brown $2 million.
You told me another fact a minute ago that John Mark Mormack was unbeaten for 10 years.
You've had your waffle, you had your little waffle time. Let me tell you.
John Mark Mormack was unbeaten for 10 years.
Listen, anyway, talking about I could have had a world title, but no, I couldn't because Lucas Brown turned down $2 million. He said, fight anybody else, Joshua, Klitschko, but he wouldn't fight me. Is that because I've got to wear hairbands, I'm Sergio Bob? No, it's because he knew I'm the hardest puncher in the division. He would get knocked out pretty quick.
To be honest, I agree.
Yeah, listen, I'm just saying, listen, those world title fights, they will happen and they will happen when I want them to happen. And at the moment, I want to shut your mouth because the fans coming up to me in the street, knocked this guy out, knocked out. I tried to do Shannon Briggs, he didn't want to do it, no, so that's it. How do you know? I've got a contract to say exactly what's what, so I know it. All you know is sitting up there in Liverpool chatting
The only analysis I agree with you on is yes,
you don't know what you're
dangerous
talking about.
Heavyweight in the world.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
I know this game inside out. There's nothing in
Clearly you don't, otherwise you wouldn't be getting in the ring.
I have forgotten more than you know about this game. I have forgotten more. I've been studying this game.
When you had your first pro fight, I was already world champion. I was world champion. And you were still a friggin' snot-nosed amateur who never clue what you're doing fighting guys 0-3.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
You know what
That's how much more you know to me about boxing.
I know a lot more about it. And you know what the worst thing is, David? I enjoy being in it.
I'm looking through his opponents, I'm looking at my opponents, and you'll see what's
I enjoy being in the game. I'm not the guy who's stuck in a jungle saying in 5 years' time I don't want to be known as a boxer. I want to be known as an established Hollywood actor. I'm the guy who loves boxing.
Listen, if I got offered the part to play a complete and utter moronic,
you won't be known as a Hollywood
scumbag in a movie, I wouldn't play it. But they just said, be yourself.
Why did you turn up?
They just said, be yourself. You said, be yourself.
Why did you turn up to the premiere that I
was invited? I was invited there. I was invited.
You're a gag. You turned up at every bloody chance.
Invited.
You turned up
just like I was invited to go and see Usain Bolt's thing yesterday. I was invited to come and see your thing because they know when I go there, they're going to get pressed.
No, what happens is anywhere there's a camera, you would turn up to the opening of an envelope if there was a camera there. You would turn up to the opening of Envelope. You know why? Because you love the cameras, you love fame, you're a nightclub whore, you love nightclubs. That's all you're about. I know how you live your life. I know exactly what you do.
Good.
You've
Then you know you're getting
studied it all
drilled and
before.
knocked the hell out. That's not going to get a nice paycheck
Understand.
put on the end of your hospital bed, and you'll go, okay.
Trust me when I say, mate, I'm doing okay. That
Yeah,
movie
I'm sure,
paid well.
yeah, we'll see,
The
we'll
movie
see.
paid well.
I'm sure it did.
The world title fights paid well.
Playing a complete moron,
movie
just
paid
like
well.
you
The-
are.
the-
Go be yourself. No, don't learn any lines.
I-
Just go and just say some
Be
crazy
yourself.
crap.
I'm sure,
be
yeah.
yourself. Yeah, good.
Worked
That's
with
the sort
one
of
of the
acting I wanna do, yeah, of
one of
course.
the most established actors in Hollywood. Was told by producers
Yeah,
to come out here and
This
work
ain't a
with them.
movie. This ain't a movie
I
set. There's
know,
no director, no part,
you
no
wish you
stunt
had that
man.
part.
This,
Dave, you wish
I
you got
wish I
that
had
part.
your part. Are you
wish
joking?
you got that part
Are
in the
you
movie.
joking?
You said I wish
I'm
I was you.
joking.
Why do I wish I was you, David? Why do I wish I was you?
You'll see that on March the 4th because I'll be the
Why?
winner with my hand up. You'll be the one getting stretched out of there.
How would
That's
you
why.
possibly
That's
wish
and you'll
I
be
was
thinking,
you?
I wish I was David now. Walking
I
away
wish
there.
I was David.
You know, that's
I
why.
wish I was David.
Would,
Who's
yes, you
skint.
would.
Wanna
March
be-
the 4th.
I
We'll
don't
ask you when you're
I don't
stretched
even
out.
wanna
Who
be-
would you rather be right now? Tony Bellew unconscious or David Hay walking out there,
David's turning up to
moving on
Tony
to his next
Bellew's
one?
premiere. David Hayes turning up to Tony Bellew's premiere. And I wish I was you. You're turning up to the
Yes,
premieres of the
you
movie
do.
I'm in.
March 4th,
You
you
absolutely
really,
can't.
really
You
wish
get
I really
in
wish
on
I could punch as
everything.
fast, David. I
I'm
wish
sure.
I really was as elusive as David. But you're not. You're straight up and
Hey,
down.
you're not elusive.
Left,
son.
right, yeah.
You're elusive to these slow heavyweights. You're not elusive to cruiserweights. Are you so in all of honesty, right? Are you trying to tell me guys who pushed you like Giacobi Fragamini, who pushed you to the limit? Are you trying to tell you them guys are better than me?
2005, man.
I'm just asking. I'm just
2004.
asking. So Giacobi Fragamini is better than me, David?
Yes.
No, he's not.
How do you know that?
No, he's not.
He was a European.
No,
he was
he's
used
not.
European
So
heavyweight
am I.
amateur champion.
So am I.
And he became a
So was
WBC
I.
champion just
So
like you
was I.
after I knocked him
So
out.
was I.
Then what? So how are you better than him?
I'm
He
better.
beat.
How-
Why am I getting
He's
into these
not.
trivial arguments? Anyway, I think
I'm
you got
better
the point.
than them guys
This
push
guy's
back.
yappy. You want to see him get knocked out. I'm going to do it. Thank you very much, everybody. God damn.
Okay, head to head, and then everyone's available for one-on-one. Thank you very much, March the